Okay, welcome back to another installment of Boomer Baseball, where I open up a bunch of cards and ramble on about them and take way too long to open up a factory set. So this is the 1982 Donruss set. So I've never opened a Donruss factory set from this year, but it looks much like the other ones did. Looks like the 86 set, and it looks like the other one I opened. I can't remember what year that was, 83? Did I open that on camera? Can't recall. They come in these nice sealed blocks. So, nice and fresh. Got a nice freshness seal. And let's see, they all have a number on the back. And the 200s, 220. Let's see. 331. 386, 166, yeah, something like that. Just trying to see which, okay, 111, sounds like that'd go there. 56, that looks like more than 56 cards though. And then this has like card number 1 on it, so I'm not sure if there's an order to this or if there's no order at all. But yeah, let's just start with the early one here. See what's in it. The set has like a ton of rookie cards. Ton of cards. Ton of guys that were well-known players during the 80s and 90s. 1982 is like one of those big years for sports. A bunch of names break into the leagues in 83 and 82. All sorts of Hall of Famers in hockey and baseball come in. Let's see. So Ty Cobb, that's the hideous montage there. I don't really like the Diamond Kings that much, but there it is, and there's Ty Cobb, who was an ornery, hateful individual. And that's why his cards are so expensive. People like ornery, hateful individuals, even if they're, it's like Picasso. He's a kind of a crap human being, but he did his thing, so people want to be a part of that. Let's take a look. See, Gary Gaetti, early card. Floyd Bannister, Herbie Brooks. There we go. Our first big name, Dale Murphy, looking pretty cool. Let me get this goofy Ty Cobb out of there. Let's see. A lot of rookies in this set. Pete Rose. There's a Bruce Sutter, early one, or Sutter, excuse me. Kuzman, I didn't realize Kuzman had so many strikeouts and accomplishments, man. He's pretty darn good. Yeah, I don't know if I can keep his cards all the way back to 68, though. That's a lot of Kuzman. Let's see. Ricky Henderson. I don't think I've ever seen this card. You always see the 81 Fleer from this era, and his Topps rookie, of course. Vida Blue. Not playing for the Athletics, playing for the Royals in blue. Kind of cool. Chris Bando. Bert Hooton. Ron Guidry, either way. All right, here we go. Some Diamond Kings. So Terry Kennedy, Carl Yastrzemski. Well, these aren't that bad. I mean, I've seen worse Diamond Kings. Joe Morgan looks pretty good. Britt Burns looks like he's having a rough time. Johnny Bench. Floyd Bannister, Keith Hernandez, Kent Herbeck, who has his rookie card in this set, I do believe. Steve Rogers, Mr. Rogers, Guidry again. Steve Carlton looking like Fire Marshal Bill. Good Lord. Willie Wilson, Bill Buckner, Prelude to a Missing Ball. Missing a Ball. Toby Hara, Dale Murphy, Ricky Henderson, Joe Necro, Steve Stargell, Sundberg, Foster, golly, there's a lot. Jack Morris, Jim Palmer, Reggie Jackson, Salvador Dali, Fernando Valenzuela. It looked like he took all day to shade his upper lip. That's my joke when it comes to Perez. I never really enjoyed Diamond Kings as a kid. And I was kind of surprised when I got back into baseball cards that Diamond Kings during the 90s became like an insert set with like gold embossing and all that jazz. But they still had the hideous artwork of, I don't know. Maybe he's better now, but I just, the Diamond Kings always looked amateurish, and I didn't really care for it. Maybe I'm just too what's the word? Too critical. There we go. Thank you. All right. Dempsey, Howard Johnson, Hojo. Oh, these are 83. I said 82, didn't I? Good Lord. This isn't 82. This is 83. Gee, I can't believe I zoned out. Yeah, look at. So there's Hojo. And Herbeck, his rookie, is in 82. That's right. Okay, I got confused. I got confused on my own set. There's Yastrzemski. There's Vaughn Hayes. Second year, right? Bud Black. Let's see. Schmidt. Steve Rogers. The Diamond King, Steve Rogers. Craig Reynolds. Vukovic. Looking like a Mike Schmidt ripoff. The Count of Monte Fusco. Milt May. Bill Madlock. My Dryer. Singing a little tune. Ed Lynch. Yeah. Gaylord Perry. Not that Randy Johnson. Ernie Witt. Dave Kingman. Fergie Jenkins. Looking pretty good. Wow, look at Tekulve. He looks like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Look at them glasses. Yeah, what's that dude's name? I can't remember his name offhand. Luis De Leon. Greg Harris. Manny Trio. Ernesto Escarga. Escarraga? Escarrega. Something. Alright, let's see what else we got. Fernando Valenzuela, second year. Willie Randolph. Let's see. Oh, there's the Cal Ripken. Nice. Second year Cal Ripken. Looks pretty cool. Alright, let's see. Oh, there it is. Ryan Sandberg rookie card. Pretty nice. Nice pinstripes in blue. Boy, that's pretty centered. That's pretty nice condition right there. It's a little top to bottom, I guess. But very clean. The late, great Ryan Sandberg. Rest in peace, Rhino. I'm going to set this aside because that's a dope card. Lee Lacy. All right. I guess I might as well put these Diamond Kings over here. I haven't decided whether to include Diamond Kings in my folder, my binder collection. I really dislike them. So I don't, even the stars I don't want. I don't think I want them in there. I don't know. I've just never been a fan. The big art critic over here. Let's see. And his line work is fine. It's just, his tones and stuff, they're just not my type. I don't know. Let's see. Bobby Mercer. Bob Ojeda. Second year. Third year. Robin Yount. Nice. That's a good looking picture. Robin Yount looking like he's ready. Ready for anything. Let's see. Darrell Evans, one of my new favorite players. One of my new old favorite players. All right. So far, so nice. These cards are in really good condition. They are super clean. Dennis Martinez. He played forever too. Let's see. That's my joke. Mike Probably? Probably not. There you go. Dad joke of the day. Jack Clark, Mike Kiesler. Yeah, and these cards do not smell. Donruss does not smell nearly as bad as Fleer. Something about Fleer, man. I don't know what they put in there, but something about Fleer cards is toxic smelling. They just smell like all sorts of carcinogenics. All right, let's see. These actually smell fairly decent. Steve Carlton. Doug DeSences, Buddy Bell. I'm going to go back through here and pull out some of these smaller rookie cards if I miss them. Smalley, second year, something like that. I don't know. It looked like, I thought it was the second year. Jim Rice, very nice. Trammell, very nice. Charlie Moore, no. Sam Stewart. Let's see what else we got. Was it second year Rigetti? Why not? Fred Stanley. He missed that he missed the ball by a country mile or something, or somebody called his name in the middle of a swing. Something's going on there. Let's see. Jeff Reardon. He ain't been around for a while. Bob Boone. Willie McGee, young handsome Willie McGee. Take it. That's fun. Oh yeah. It's his rookie card. Dude. I forgot this wasn't 82. I convinced myself at the beginning of the video by declaring this was 82. Oy vey. I knew it was 83, but I don't know why I went off about 82. But I did. But I was wrong. It wasn't right. Because it would be Kent Herbeck's rookie in 82, not 83. Yeah, I'll put Kent Herbeck over here. I gotta have some twins representing. I try to get like 3 or 4 of each team if I can. If there's 3 or 4 players on each of the teams, I can put into my binders. I like the way it kind of balances out. Get a little variety. Here's a Mike Schmidt. Pretty cool. All right. Making some headway. Yeah, these little sets are fun. I think opening sealed sets like this is it's a nice little added touch, a little bonus. You get cards that they've never really been exposed to the environment or the grubby hands of children or the high cellulose acidic nature of these old boxes. These old boxes are just made with non-archival paper, so they'll contaminate and leach into the paper pulp, and you'll see that these cards will turn brown on the sides. Looks like they were in a smoker's house, but they were just absorbing all that acidity from the paper that it surrounded. Rich Haas, Gedman second year, right? Early Hernandez. Not that Jim Morrison. Dave Concepcion, very good player. Bo Diaz. Harold Baines, third year, right? I'll keep that. It's an early one. I'm not a big Harold Baines supporter, but he had a great career. He had a good career. Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. I mean, what the hell? Kinda Lasorda. Rudy May. Bruce Hurst. Okay. Bruce Bochy. Tom Seaver. There we go. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, that's nice. Ozzie Smith. Boy, that's some vivid red. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but he looks very, very nice and red there. Nolan Ryan. That's a good looking Nolan Ryan. A little right to left, but nice. Vance Law. Very studious. Reggie Jackson. Nice. Look at that. Pretty cool. All right. That's fun. We just have, what do we have? 7 more, including this one. Is it like a 700 card set or something? I don't know. 600 and something? 700 card set? Something like that. Pedro Guerrero. Jack Morris. Very nice. What do we got? Carlton Fisk. Kind of a boring picture of him, but it's all good. Let's see. Ed Vandy Berg. Bill Buckner. This picture looks a lot like the Diamond King. I mean, of course, it's Bill Buckner, but I mean, did he trace that or what? You tell me. Is he a tracer? Do you guys remember Mallrats? Or is it Chasing Amy? It was one of those Jay and Silent Bob movies. They're talking about the tracer. He doesn't actually draw, he traces. Yeah. Look at that kind of bandit mask he's got going on his cheeks. See that like kind of bandit mask there? It's really, really... It took me like 3 hours to paint the red on your upper cheeks. See, look at that. Some serious Napoleon Dynamite work going on there. I'm not accusing the man of using tracing paper, but maybe a projector. I don't know if you guys know this, but in the old days, you know, people would take a projector and project pictures onto a canvas or onto a surface, and then they just draw over it and then pretend that they rendered it, which is basically just not very honest artwork. But I don't know. You make the call. Did Perez trace it? Kind of looks like it. Looks like the same freaking picture. All right, Rod Carew. All right. Craig Nettles. I like Craig Nettles. Rick Leach, second year. Not his rookie. Raleigh Fingers. Looking pretty cool. Jim Palmer. Looking pretty cool. You cut it out with all that walking fuss. Doesn't it sound like some sort of like slang? He came in here with all that walking fuss and I sent him packing. I don't know. Walking fuss. Sosha. Remy. Balboni. Rick Sutcliffe. Quisenberry. Charlie Hull. Dave Palmer. Frank Pastore. Did he coach? Tony Pena. Mookie Wilson. Mookie Wilson's rookie was in 81, right? 80? 81? Something like that. That ain't it. That's early Mookie, but not first Mookie. Remember, you always want first Mookie. Look at this. Look at this static. I can't shake it. I feel like Luke Skywalker. I can't shake it. All right, anyway. That's a 1977 Star Wars reference for all your kids. Joe Morgan. Larry Boa, another coach. All right. Let's see. People running around in my house. Busy. Yep. People coming and going, trying to mess up my video. Don't you know that? Didn't you see the on-air light on? I'm a professional. My fans are going to be terribly disappointed with all this racket going on. They use this as ASMR. That's how they fall asleep at night. They put this on, and they can just go right to bed with the dulcet tones of my voice and the ambient nature of the cellophane and my fish clamoring in the background for food. All right, there we go. Eddie Murray. Lee Smith rookie. Look at that. Look at that thing. Boy, that's clean. Pretty good centering. Just a little top to bottom, but that upper left corner got a little bumped. It's okay. It's for the permanent collection. It's not for grading. Not for that. Now again, I'm not against grading. If you find a diamond in the rough and you can grade it and it's going to turn out to be a $200 or $300 card, go for it. If you pull it, take the advantage of the opportunity. I have a 85 Fleer? No, 85 Donruss Kirby Puckett that is gemmy, and a Daryl Strawberry that came from the same factory set. And I am gonna sub those because I already have a loose copy of the Kirby Puckett, and if I can get a Gem Mint 10, which this thing under freaking scrutiny looks perfect, but we'll see what they think. And if it ends up gemming out, as they say, the kids say, gemming out. If it ends up gemming out, that's like a $600-700 card. So why not? For $20, give it a go. Frank Voila. See, everyone pronounces it Viola, and they're wrong. It's like they had never sorted baseball cards before. Anyway, let's see who else we got here. Tug McGraw, Brian Downing. Yeah, he's had a great year. He's got a great career too. Another one of those guys, kind of unsung heroes. Mike Marshall, second year card. I don't know. I need some Dodgers for the folder. Mark Clear. Dan Petrie dish. See? Petrie. Let's see. Tippy Martinez. Jim Dunn Get Got. Rick Sweet. Bump Wills. Rusty Staub. Rusty Staub had a really decent career. He just, he was a common player when I was a kid. But Rusty Staub played really well. Tommy Boggs, I think, who's related to, pretty sure he's related to Wade Boggs. Chili Davis, a.k.a. Charles Davis. Wow. Charles Davis Esquire. Before he just became synonymous with the chili dog. It's Chile. Let's see. Jim Cott. Gary Carter. Those cool Expos outfits from back in the good old days. Look at that. Expos. Ooh-wee. Davey Lopes. Not in a Dodger uniform. A really nice, cool George Brett card. That's nice. Toby Hara. Kind of sounds like the sound Salacious Crumb would make in the Return of the Jedi. The little guy that hang out with Jabba the Hutt. Toby Hara, right? Toby Hara. Yeah, something like that. I'm not gonna do it. I'll sound like a complete moron. My journey from lame card opener to complete psycho will be complete. Now you are the master psycho. All right. Lou Piniella. Sweet Lou Whitaker. Golly. Look at them lashes on Lou. Maybe that's why they was Sweet Lou Whitaker. Look at the eyelashes, man. Looks charismatic. Ted Simmons. Another really good player. All right. We got 4 more, including this one. Let's see what else is in here. Okay. Another filthy Ty Cobb. We don't like Ty Cobb. I would own his cards, but I just don't like his politics. Steve Garvey. Not that they cost like $1 million, thousands of dollars for a garbage one. Dennis Eckersley. King Griffey Sr. Paul Mulder. Nice. Dave Parker. Phil Necro. Dusty Baker for more need more Dodgers. Oscar Gamble. Young Kirk Gibson, why not? Future hero. Dwight Evans, really good player. Another coach, Mike Hargrove, right? Frank Tanana, another coach, right? All right, cool. 3 to go. Yeah, these cards are clean. I paid a little bit of a premium for the sealed set compared to like a hand collated set or a previously open set. But you know what? I like the idea that I'm the first one to put my grubby gloves all over this. My clean, super clean gloves and grubby hands. You know, it's nice. Candelaria. His rookie was way back, man. He played for a long time, too. Luis Aguayo's rookie was the previous year. Tim Raines. Nice. Young Tim Raines. Before he became Rock Raines. Todd Niedenfuer, excuse me. I don't know. I'll look into it. I don't know if that's his first card or not. Sparky Anderson. What the heck? He's like taking BP. He's hitting some grounders. That's cool. Sparky when he was still Spry Sparky. Don Sutton played forever. Whitey Herzog, he's a Hall of Famer too. Rick Mailer, second year Mailer. Am I tripping? Second year, pretty sure. Julio Franco, that's his rookie card, pretty sure. Ray Knight, nope, didn't think so. Andre Dawson, looking cool. Oop, I got him off camera, my apologies. I am not a professional. I am simply an enthusiast. Mark Bellinger, any relation to Cody? Don't know. Chet Lemon, Gorman Thomas. Let's see, Steeb, no. Johnny Bench. How cool is that? Late career Johnny Bench. Tito Landrum. These guys were rookies a few years before. Okay, down to 2. 2 more stacks. Here we go. Of course, this one's a fall apart. There we go. Sorry. I didn't want to be all up on camera getting dust everywhere. Let's see. Big stack of white cards. These things are clean, man. Brand news, old cards, new old stock. There it is. Second big rookie. Boy, that's nice. He's a little bumped. He got bumped. I don't know if you could see it. Here, let's see. Maybe. I'm terrible with this, but this corner down here just got a little contused. I'm getting all this paper dandruff on my boys here. Well, there you go. Let's get that, make sure that's in frame. Sandberg win. 2 of the triumvirate. We have 1 more to go is a big deal. Oh, look at that. Factory scratched. Factory error. Francona, 2nd year. Also a manager, right? There's Burt by 11. Oh, no. Look at that. Another gouge. That's kind of interesting. Who was it got gouged? Yeah, so Bill Steen. It's got a little dent here, a little scratch. And then skipping over to Burt Blyleven, he's got a little contact mark right there. Same kind of deal, a little triangular mark. Maybe a piece of paper pulp over the years. Just sit there and dug in. 2nd year Dave Stewart, right? 2nd year? I think this is 2nd year. Maybe I'm tripping. Dave Stewart, nonetheless. And there's the other biggin. All right. So, there's the Boggs. My Boggs is bumped. Let's see, I'm gonna set this here. Sorry, y'all. He's a little dusty. Oh, he got the business too. Look at that. I'm gonna use Larry Herndon here. Boggs, he got a bump, or he got a little indentation there as well. So I don't know what was going on. Some sort of debris or something got pushed into the card. Bummer. And he's got some bumps. That's okay though. He still qualifies to go into my one-touch collection. So instead of putting him in the binder with the rest of the cards and the common or the stars and Hall of Famers, the lesser rookies, he goes into the big boys box with the one touches. I'll share that one of these days. It was a good idea at first, is to take all the major key rookie cards, the real desirable stuff, the kind of cards that, you know, when you were a kid in the 80s and 90s that were the big deal, to take those kind of cards, put them in one touches with the rookie on it. The embossed ones are the ones that have the etched rookie on it. It says rookie in gold. But the problem is they're freaking expensive and they take up a lot of space and they're heavy. So what sounded like a good idea and looked really nice at first has become a bit of a burden. Just a little bit of a burden. There's Billy Martin. He was kind of a tool as well. Billy Martin, not a great guy. Tony La Russa. Tommy John with that same indentation. Little Ron Reed looking like he's not too enthusiastic about it. Frank Robinson. Wow. Frank Robinson. Tudor? No. Let's see. No. Bernansky? Is that Tom Bernansky's rookie? It might be. I'll look into it. And let's see. Tat Paddler. 2nd year card. All right, last little stack. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for enjoying my wry sense of humor, my dad jokes, and the sound of cellophane in your ear, and my infernal droning. But hopefully you got to see some cool cards. Got to live a little, what I call vicariously, or people will call vicariously, by not having to do it yourself. Now there's Dick Perez. Look at it. That's it. He's showing you how he traces in his studio. It's cool. I'm kidding. If you're Dick Perez, you did a good job, man. I'm nobody. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just, wasn't my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. All right, let's see what else. Oh, look at that. All right, Morgan. Who's this guy? Who's the other dude? Oh, all right. So you got Frank Robinson, you got Joe Morgan. Who's the other guy? What? Is that Vita Blue? 14? Maybe it's Vita Blue. Sorry, I just couldn't figure out who that was. The freaking chicken. I don't know, man. They always put the chicken in there. I guess it's fun. It's for the kids. For the kids. Why not? Brett Butler's second year. Can't wait. All right, let's see. Steve Howe. No. Joe Torre. Yeah. Corrales. Dick Williams. Some managers. All right. Coming down to the wire here. The Necro Brothers, of course. Willie Stargell. He packed on a few at that point. But boy, he's still out there ripping them. Sundberg. Terry Harper. Ozzie Virgil, the last one. And that's it. That's our 1983 Donruss. Thanks for joining me. You guys have a good day.